Alright, I guess this is record my rant number 2. I didn't check the space, and it was a good timing. It was a creepy ass dude trying to get into my video. Dude's waiting across the street for a car, right? Why are you crossing over here to try to come into my video? Now I know that sounds strange to people who are new to this. If you come across this and are like, man, aren't you a little paranoid? No, I haven't smoked my fucking weed yet. If you've never been to LA, you don't know how fucking crazy the faggots are. You should see the fucking lesbians they create here. Tortured fucking girls. That's it. Used and abused. Thrown away. Discarded. You're not what you want to be. They won't let you. Anywho. So, where I left off was, I'm sitting here at the gym. It's a brick wall that I punch. And I see the strange dude running. You're running to, like, not a dead end, but it doesn't, you gotta run through the courthouse's parking lot. I mean, hey, if that's, whatever. That's not the path that I would choose. So anyways, I say, hey man, you're getting a little too close. And he says he didn't apologize. He just said he's just passing through. I'm like, yeah, you're getting way too close. And I looked at his shirt. I'm like, you a martial artist? Goku versus Bruce Lee. Yeah, so anyways, I offer him a pair of gloves. I'm like, which one? You got MMA gloves, you got boxing gloves. He took the MMA gloves. I put on the Jeet Kune Do gloves. And I'm like, he's like, are you gonna attack me or how are you gonna do this? I'm like, hey, do whatever you want. Like, look, we can just play tag if you want. I don't mind. This dude, he looks tired, so I'm not even trying to like doing it. He looks tired, but he want to get close, right? So yeah, if you want to be my friend, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight with our words. We're gonna fight with our hands. We're gonna fight. That's what we're gonna do. So anyways, we're going. I'm just doing my thing. No mind for all mind. Finding whatever target I want. I'm going to the body, He's swinging high, whatever. I'm going up. I'm putting my hand out. He's running into my fist. Why? Because he's a big guy and he thinks that he's going to walk right through my little hand, right? You think you're going to walk through my fist? That's what a lot of people think. They see my frame and they're like, okay, this guy's 180 pounds, 5'8". I'm going to bulldoze right through him. Did you stop to look at my hands? Like, I know in the dark they don't seem so gnarly, but they're gnarly to me. Even with protection for you. So I'm piecing this dude up. My hand, I'm hit him in the gut. All of a sudden, he throws a leg kick. And I take it. He made a comment. He was like, man, I should have wore pants. I'm like, don't worry, I condition my shins. Wearing sweatpants. While we're doing this, we're throwing punches, whatever. Because I start throwing kicks, and he starts seeing the way I throw my kicks. I grind my shin into your leg. Whatever. I didn't want to, I was just practicing my knee. If I hit him with my knee will make you bleed. If you're not good, I won't feel good. So anyways, after he threw the kick, I read his style. He's like a Wing Chun fighter. So then he starts throwing sweep takedowns, and I'm like, you want to play those games? A big guy trying to get, he almost got me, but I'm one step ahead. I'm not. Step out. I'm not no pushover. I'm 183 pounds of concrete bone. So anyways, eventually I draw blood, and he runs out of breath. I'll give it to him. He got 2 rounds in him. He says, I told him, hey, anytime you come back, we'll spar again. This will help you get in shape. I gave him a few pointers. I told him, look, don't watch my hands. He goes, watch my shoulders. But with me, don't get used to watching my shoulders. If I give you advice, that's advice you use for everybody else except me. Just saying. Anyways, after we spar, we exchange our names. His name was Hector. I'm like, hey, all right, Hector. I asked him if he wanted to smoke weed. He said he didn't. He's on his way out. He looked like he was not stoned, that's for sure. But in the whole thing, the dude's he's like resisting trying to commit to a punch. I'm like, dude, hit me. He's like, oh, I don't want to hit you. I'm too tired to hit you. I'm like, wait, what do you mean you're too tired to hit me? So then he starts like going for real, and I'm like, look, I'm not even dodging. I'm not even breathing heavy. I'm walking away from your advancements, sidestepping you. And that's the problem with people who don't go to traditional gyms or dojos to learn this. I'm an autodidact too, but the difference between me and you is not just Bruce. I don't fight like everyone else. I fight how my body type. I'm not the biggest guy. I'm not the smallest guy. Just right. It's not a Napoleon complex. Shit, if it was a Napoleon complex, I will be fucking with you. And you don't want that. The faggots don't want. See, I play self-defense. The police know that by now. I haven't started targeting you yet. It won't be hard. I won't let you up. You guys raped me. You guys attacked me in my fucking sleep. You spread rumors and lies. You try to take everything fucking from me. Oh, there's gonna be a vengeance. And I got a shit list so fucking high. I just gotta do it right. Take my time. Wait for the moment. Like I always do. I made it to WME Suite 3. I got to speak. And they told me everything. My very first concert, I got to hug Jonathan Davis. I got to see Korn. I got to spit to Korn. Ozfest 2003, 94.9 Zeta. The craziest, they called for the craziest Korn. They called for the craziest Korn and Zeta fans to come out. I got there a little bit late. This one chick, she carved Korn into her stomach. If I wasn't such in a state of, euphoria that I want. I didn't just get me to meet Jonathan. I brought my whole party with me. I got my whole everybody that went with us, we got to hug and meet Jonathan Davis. He showed us all of his memorabilia. I saw he was a big fan of John Wayne Gacy. I hope he knows the truth about John Wayne Gacy. But I digress back to my day. I can go on and on about things. What did I do to win? Me and my friends burned Zeta 94.9 Zeta, the rock station, right onto my arm, just before the station fell. With cigarettes and Black and Milds. We burnt it in. Everybody got to meet him. I mosh pitted. The A, that was bad lighting. Bad camera too. The A got smashed. Z-E-T-A. Yeah, the A's right here. I got a lot of cigarette burns. These cigarette burns are from love. You know the game where you put the cigarette out between two people's arms? That's love. This is my little sister. It was a couple of old associates. So, while I'm wrapping it up, I see Mary, the homeless outreach, at the Gain building right next door. Oh, okay, I guess, let me see, what should I do today? I guess let me use the bathroom, have some lunch, smoke some weed, maybe upload some things, and then the Twitter ban. Actually, I think the Twitter ban came first. Yeah, the Twitter ban came first. I'm gonna have to merge these videos together, but I'll upload them separately. So the tweet reads at Ben Shapiro. I don't have to explain to you what happens when you allow homo men. I should have put mainstream media, but I put mainstream culture. And in the original one, I went straight to the VP and the Speaker of the House. Didn't go to Joe Biden. So guilt-ridden. I mean, who else can get the specs to an automobile back then to know it was going to survive that corn truck? Speculating, right? How does karma play out? Joe, is this how you expected your presidency to go? Looking like you're old? Letting the faggots roam to where chicks and little kids use the bathroom and piss. Do you think little girls can compete with men? Obviously you do. I tweeted that back then. But I digress. What the tweet said and what it meant. I explained to them, every time you're not looking, the foot goes to attack. Sorry, it actually it says, if they're willing to threaten him, and I meant Ben Shapiro, I'll figure it out. My bad. You famous enough. I've seen you slaughter so many people with your words alone. Highly impressive. That dude threatened him, grabbed him by the fucking neck, talking about, have you ever had a gun in your face? Have you ever killed somebody? He grabs him by the fucking neck, said, you're gonna leave here in an ambulance. If that was me, it would have been on. He would have touched me in the fucking neck. My hand would have been in his face so goddamn fast. He would have been like, man. Just because you're crazy, I don't have to fucking live in your world. You're a dude. You cut off your dick, you're still gonna produce testosterone. You could never have kids. Whatever you do, your brain chemistry is the same. By the time you use up all that dopamine and serotonin, mix it with the adrenaline, because I know what you guys do to get in. When your shit runs out and you live in depression, why do you think the homo men live in the suicide hotline? And if you want to talk about mine, San Francisco PD, 2009. I would die for mine. You won't even live for you. You wish you could be me. It ain't hard being me. Just be the best version of you. Be good. Be kind, caring, compassionate. Don't be afraid to get mad. That's a part of human being. Don't be afraid to feel sad, because you can't have everything. Hashtag for ghost, because something along the lines, you should see the things they do when you're not watching. Hashtag for ghost. Whoever reported it must have been a fan of Drew. I had no beef with Drew. Although you're playing biased. You are not unbiased. None of you are. All of you against one person? You think that makes you tough? Verbally? I take forums. Look, I used to be a Ronda Rousey fan. She don't fight MMA no more. I don't watch wrestling. Mick Foley's the greatest wrestler of all time. Who won more belts and more organizations, retired, phony fucking wrestlers than Mick Foley? Who put people in those seats? Who dared to say it was fake? After Mick Foley! After Foley! After the Hell in the Cell. He lost that match, and that's his most renowned. I haven't seen him fight Randy Orton. His favorite match I still haven't seen. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna find out how to do it. I'm losing myself. It's not hard to be me. Be good. Read Bruce Lee. Not just an actor, a director, a screenwriter, a martial artist, a philosopher, an inventor, a messiah. So anyways, I grab my belongings, I'm heading to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see, which bathroom should I go? It's 2 o'clock. The bathroom that I normally go to is closed. So I'm like, let me go to the porta potty. They don't let me into the library because I have too much bags. Too much baggage, huh? That's a lot of baggage. So anyways, I clean the bath. They're playing shit Jenga. I go in the bathroom, I spray it down, I go to the trash can. I'm like, come on, please be something in there. And there's a box. I'm like, great. Rip the box up, fold it like a newspaper, and fucking shift it like to the inside of the tank. And I go outside and throw it away. I lay down strips of toilet paper. I know I'm going into detail, but it's my toilet paper. If I'm gonna sit on a toilet, I'm gonna be comfortable. And I like my toilet to be soft. So I put a strip of toilet paper down and I sit on that toilet paper and I defecate. And you know how I time myself? I play chess. And my average game, other than Grandmaster, is 2 to 4 minutes. I finished one game sitting there pushing and playing. I blunder because I'm in the middle of a bowel movement. And at the same time, cars are coming in and out, and I'm just sitting there just twiddling my thumbs. All of a sudden, this lady starts, bing, bing, bing. I'm like, occupied. I just got in here. Just give me 5 more minutes. Mind you, I'm like halfway done. I'm a tight ass. This shit's gonna take me at least 10 to 15 minutes to find rest in that room, even if it's on the go. I get back to what I'm doing. I'm starting another one, and then I'm just making like bad moves. I don't care. I'm trying to hurry up. I finish the last of the movements. I don't even finish the game. I put the game away. I start wiping myself, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I told you I just got in here. I said give me 5 more minutes, and it hasn't even been 3. Oh, I have to use the bathroom. You've been in there all day. I'm like, I just got in. This is the same lady who's been every time. Look, she has a crush on me. Every time I go in there, she wants to go into the bathroom. She supposedly has a gay boyfriend. That's the dude in the video on my Instagram that I punched in the face. This dude tried to enter the bath. I'm sitting here wiping my ass. I'm like trying to grab I'm trying to turn off chess because I put my phone away. So I'm trying to grab my phone, turn on the phone, and I was gonna make a video. Man, this lady just, every time I'm in here, she's in here before I could. Like, as soon as I finished wiping my ass, as soon as the dingleberries were done, I just pushed the toilet paper in, and I was just about to hit record, and all of a sudden, I see the door knob shaking. I'm like, they're not gonna open the fucking door. She told me she was gonna get the security guard, so I'm like, man, the security guard's not gonna open the fucking door. Let me record this shit. Anyway, so I'm just about to start talking, and all of a sudden, I see the door the lever lift, and I try to grab it, but then I see the door swing open, and as soon as I heard somebody's voice at the end of that door open, I took off. Jab, look around. How many of all? I admit, I didn't check on the other side of the porta potty. Now it was real quick, just boom, boom, and I saw he was with that little lady. I kind of gave her my back a little bit just in case she wanted to attack. And when I saw it was just him, one more, he went down. He didn't want none of it. But he was so hopped up on meth that he thought he wanted it. He thought. You gotta bring this out. I'm usually a nice guy. I'm zany to the max. I'm like Freakazoid. I'm the Bible kid who relaxed. I'm an animaniac. Why so serious, son? When I'm at a gigaspace, I got like 3, so I gotta temper these rants. I'm a nerd. You think I try to be all cool and like, hey man, if you fuck with me, I'm not gonna be a typical nerd. I'm gonna be a Dade County nerd in LA. 305-818. Do I gotta keep spelling it out for you? I'm not from around here. I was born in San Leandro, but I was raised in Dade County. I've got my upbringings in Oakland in preparation for Dade County. I'm a nice guy. I'm 40 years old. I look like I'm 20 because I'm nice. When you're nice, you don't drink coffee, you don't eat red meat, you don't drink alcohol, your youth stays, your body's not being accelerated. You're not overstressing your body. Cortisol in control. Burnt offerings and all. And drunkenness. I'm not 100% technically sound, nor do I need be. Because if you want to be an intellectual, if you're a genius, if you can't speak to the layman, don't ever criticize or critique anybody else's level. I don't care what your rank or rating is. If you can't put your expression in layman's term or in a barbaric way other than intellectual, other than astute and sophisticated and cultured, if you only live in brilliance, how can you find inspiration from the darkness? Be of the world, but do not let it consume you. Be the light in the darkness. That's what we're meant to be. That's why God allowed the world to be a little lopsided. What is it, 23 degrees? We need to find it out. We need to find all of this out for ourselves. We need to press in every direction, all buttons at once. And I know that sounds wild and wacky and left field, but if you think about it, if you're constantly pushing all the buttons at once, you're exercising everything. A lot of people choose to be masters of a particular field, and I don't judge you for that. It's admirable. I'm a John of all trades. Pick a topic that we can discuss. I love learning. I love sharing knowledge. I'm a gritty guy. I'm an American, born and raised. American TV made me. We had Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z just like every 2 or 3 weeks. No, Sailor Moon was every day of the week. They put it in the morning. So after I cleared, I'm digressing back to the rapist trying to get in. There's a backstory behind this. I got hit by a car because some fucking Armenian, you know how they are. If you know Armenians, you know how the fuck they are. So I'm sitting there trying to cross the sidewalk, and this dude rolling down the driveway, he dips without even looking. There's a big ass shrub blocking the sidewalk. He's not paying attention, and I'm walking, and I see the light, and I stop just before he comes in because I'm walking brisk. I'm not carrying anything on my back. I have a handful of bags and 2 backpacks. I got one in the front, one in the back. So I'm sitting there walking with my bags, just keep doing, hard life living. Just living is the workout. And I make this abrupt stop because this dude barrels through on the sidewalk, the pedestrian part of the sidewalk where there's a slope blocked by a tree. And I stop. I'm like, yo! The dude's looking over there. The lady's looking at the dude. I'm walking around. And as I walk around, the dude pretends not to see me and lets the car roll. Grabs me by the bag in his side mirror. And I'm like, yo, look, my hands are full. Yoking me. And I drop these. And I'm trying to pound it. Yo, stop! Eventually stops. Almost hits the lady he was staring at. But he does this intentionally. These are fucking Armenians. You mess with one, you mess with all of them, and they're going to attack you. Why do you think the Greeks fell? So anyways, I call the police. No, he calls the police. He calls the police for me, then I call the police after he calls the police. I told him, like, after he stops, I made a joke. Hey man, you better have some goddamn fucking weed if you're gonna hit me with your goddamn car, or at least give me a ride to go buy some weed. Oh, I ain't got no money. I don't have any shit. Like I just lost my job. I have cancer. And I'm like, man, look at this lying ass Armenian giving me the fucking bullshit. Working at a tech company where you know they're not bringing in their laptop or PCs. So anyways, this dude hits me with a car. I call the police. The police don't do nothing. Doesn't take his statement. I make a joke that, hey, you hit me with your fucking car. And the cop's like, oh, whatever. He gave me an incident report that goes nowhere. He didn't take anybody's statement. He didn't take any fucking pictures. He did nothing. So that dude hires that fucking dude, a meth addict, a Filipino who's not Armenian, so you can't tie it back to them. Come on now. So I'm asleep. This dude comes to where I am. This is before I had a lot of blankets and stuff like that. Put some heroin to my nose. I know because some girls did this to me before. Somebody else called the police, and the police said, hey, they're probably friends. I don't know that. That's just an assumption. So while I'm asleep, the dude gets me into a Kimura, and it pops, and I wake up in fucking pain. And I abandon all my property. I jump, and guess who I see? At 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, without all of their shopping carts, all of their strollers full of garbage and drugs. I see the little lady walking. I see Rose running, and Freddie abandoning her. Me chasing them. I run past the legal office. I run past the pizza place. I stop just before I get to the paint store.